the internet voice of the Shawnee State Bears, Shawnee Sportsnet. Shawnee Sportsnet is a production of the Sport Management Program at Shawnee State University in Portsmouth, Ohio.
Here, the Shawnee State head coach, Fred Limas, as the Bears entertain Wilberforce this evening. And, Coach, your thoughts on the first two games? You're 1-1. Your thoughts on your team in the first two games?
I think we're gelling. I think we played first game against Uno. We had a couple of jitters to start the game. As the game slowed down, we really showed how good we could really play. Defensively, I like where we are. In the Uno game against Cumberland's, I thought we just too much one-on-one basketball. That is not how we play. It was a big game for a lot of guys. I think some guys were a little nervous. Try to tell them, you have to show up in the moment. So it was a good test for us early, though. I really like what we showed out there. I think we had the lead kind of late in the second half. But Cumberland's a really poised team, number 20 team in the country. They were poised the whole game. They made plays at the end, and which we didn't. Moving forward, I think we'll do a better job of making those plays late and just offensively. Just being able to share the ball how we did the first game. I think we had about 16 assists the first game. This game we had about 8 assists. So a lot of one-on-one play. Just didn't really like it. I thought we were good enough defensively to win the game. So our game plan was good. I think at one point we made like 5 stops in a row. So we were good enough defensively to win the game. Transition-wise, we were good. It was just our half-court offense. I thought we were just playing one-on-one basketball. We've cleaned up a lot of stuff in the last 3 days. So our product of basketball on the offensive side will look much better.
A couple of things I want to touch on from that Cumberland's game. First of all, Coach, on your scheduling, you got three ranked teams before Christmas, man. Who does your scheduling, man? I mean, that's a challenge.
Yeah, it's tough. I walked into that schedule. I didn't run away from it, but it's a test to you. It's a test. It helps your RPI. You do want to win these games, and you want to play well. I think we played well. We showed the country that we are one of these top 25, top 30 teams in the country. Just as far as play style, the level of competition that we're playing, the level of talent that we have. When we bring it all together, we will bring it all together at some point in the year. Hopefully it's soon. When we do, I think we're off and running. So right now we're still learning, we're still gelling together, we're still just trying to feel each other out. They're still learning me as a coach, but I think we're in a good place right now. Just because we play really good defense right now, just trying to get our offense, just share the ball a little bit more. Which we preach all the time. I don't know why we play like that at Cumberland's. I don't know what it was, guys. Like it was a big game, so maybe I need to be the star here or what it was. But we have cleaned up a lot of stuff, and we will look much better on the offensive end moving forward. And defensively, we're going to continue to be physical, we're going to continue to rebound, know our assignments, and scout teams on a high level.
Before I leave Cumberland's, Coach, a couple of stats stuck out at me. I just want to get your quick comments on that. First, I look at the free throw differential, and they went to the line 36 times. You went 16 times. Difference in the game, you only lost by 3 points, so that's a huge differential there. The other thing was they had the good dude coming off the bench, Smithers, who lit you up for 7 threes. Does that present a problem, A, that you don't have that kind of sharpshooter, and B, tracking down that kind of sharpshooter, because you're going to see those in our conference?
Yeah, it was tough. Defensively, I thought we were really good. Kyle Duke, who was, coming in the game averaging 20 points, I thought we shut him down for most of the game. And then McConnell, he's coming in averaging 20 points. We shut him down, I think, most of the game, all of the game, pretty much. So when you shut down your 2 20-point scorers and then you kind of let, a guy that was on the scout report as a winner. He is a winner. He's going to, show up. Like, you have to know where he is, and you let him get off. It hurts you because you stop the stars, and then you kind of let one of their glue guys really hurt you. That killed us, and it hurts a lot to lose like that. But he's a big time player. Just because he's a winner. You should have known where he was at. But I mean, he made some big time shots. He made a big three. We're up three. We don't box out. Tip back three. That ties the ball game. You get that rebound, you score. You're up five. I mean, it's just a lot of things that this team is just learning how to play through it, understand like how every possession counts. You preach it, you preach it, you preach it every day in practice, but sometimes it's experience to really learn. This team is brand new, and a lot of guys haven't played in these type of games. So, yeah, we're a little older team, but we are not experienced together and trying to learn this. So, we got to play a little bit better. But I do like where we were in the game as far as our game plan.
Yeah, lots of chances.
Yeah, had a lot of chances to make some big time plays. And then there's a one-on-one game. Are you going to make the play? Or you not? I think we had some plays that we could have made. We make the layup, you make the wide open three. The game swings either way. They made the plays, we did it. We'll be better. We'll be much, much better.
Last thing, Wilberforce coming in tonight. Tell me what you know, what we should expect.
I mean, Wilberforce they're playing really good basketball this year. I think they started from last year where they kind of just took a leap. Coach Hill over there, he does a really, really good job, a really, really good coach. He had those guys playing hard. I mean, they play different defenses. They're scrappy. They run they run a good action. They play hard, and they know who they are. That's the thing about them. They know who they are. They play really good basketball. They're scrappy. It'll be a good one. We have to come out, know our assignments, be prepared and ready to go. And for them, it's a big game for them. They're coming in to Shawnee State like, this is a big, big game for them, really trying to show, how good they are. And for us, we're still trying to show how good we are as well, and trying to be a dominating factor in NAI. So, this is a big game for us to bounce back on and play very, very well. But Wilberforce, they ain't no slouch. They are a really, really good team, and we are prepared for them. We are not taking them lightly. We know how they're going to come in, and, we will be prepared for Wilberforce coming in. Very, very good team. They're 2-0 coming in, just coming off a 14-point win against Brandon Stratton. So, they're feeling confident. They're coming in this game like, we're confident. They probably looking at some things that we've done bad at and probably trying to tackle at that. But, we've made some adjustments, and, we will be ready to play.
Good enough. Well, Coach, I thank you for your time. Good luck tonight. We'll look forward to talking to you after the game.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
We'll be back with the starting lineups for tonight's game after this timeout.
Thanks.
And good evening, everyone. Welcome to Waller Gymnasium on the campus of Shawnee State University, Portsmouth, Ohio. Men's basketball action tonight between the Bulldogs of Wilberforce University and the Shawnee State Bears. Wilberforce comes in with a record of 2-0 on the season. They have wins over Marion, Indiana, and Bryant and Stratton. Shawnee comes in at 1-1, win over Northwestern Ohio last Wednesday, and then a tough loss, 3-point loss to number 20 ranked Cumberland on Saturday. Let's go ahead and give you the starting lineups of tonight's game. First for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Bulldogs of Wilberforce, the coaching of John Hill, assisted Brian Beecham. They'll start number 0, Daquan Coach. He's a 6-foot junior out of Detroit, Michigan. Number 2, Jameer Himes, 5'10", senior guard out of Beaver Creek, Ohio. Number 5, Jermaine Marshall, 6'6", junior out of Cleveland. Number 11, Eduardo Diaz, a 5'9", senior out of Wellington, Florida. And number 14, Jesse Olverson Jr., he's a 6'1" guard out of senior out of Cincinnati. Bears will counter this way. Number 0, Speedy Payne, the 6'2" senior guard from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Number 3, Daniel Rosenberg, he's a 6'6" senior wing from Belle Plaine, Minnesota. Number 5, Jerron Mayo, 6'4", senior guard from Lima, Ohio. Number 7, Keontae Williams, 6'10", junior forward from Lubbock, Texas. And rounding out the starting 5 for the Bears, number 15, Jason Steele. He's a 6'6", junior forward from Flushing, New York. Bears coached by Fred Limas. assisted by Chandler Foytno and Bryce Beavers. If you didn't tune into the first game, Shawnee women took care of business against Wilberforce, 79-50, raised their record to 1-1 on the season. Not a bad crowd. I'm going to say a shade under 500 in the house tonight. We have about 2 minutes to go before tip. And so we will join you in just a bit. We're under a minute to go before we get the starting lineups. I'm joined by my partner, James Caldwell.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Looking forward to a good one.
Always is a good one when Wilberforce and Bears get together. Bears on the road next week.
Very tough one.
They got number 6 in the nation. Next week, they got Indiana Wesleyan on the road on Tuesday. And then Lord is on Saturday before they come back here on Friday the 21st against Crown College from Tennessee. So schedule maker not very nice to the Bears with 2 ranked teams in their first 4 games, huh?
But they have a team to do it.
They do. And you get tested early, you find out what you got early, don't you?
Very talented team.
Again, Bears come into this game 1-1 on the season, a win over Northwestern Ohio last Wednesday night, and a loss to number 20 ranked Cumberland's on Saturday. A tough one. Statistically, they took care of their star players, but they had a guy, Smithers, coming off the bench, hit 21 7 threes, hurt him. And then also there's and I don't beg on this, big free throw differential.
Yes.
Big free throw differential, which was a little dome scratching to me, James, just because you know the way the Bears, Smithers got his threes, right? Bears don't have really that kind of player to shoot the threes, so they drive.
Correct.
And when you drive, you expect to pick up the fouls.
Correct.
And we didn't get them.
Correct.
We didn't get them on Saturday, so I'm not going to whine about that, but it was a big differential, and that was the difference in the game. When you shoot 20 more free throws, it was only a 3-point game.
Yep.
What do you say, folks? I mean, we were that close to a 20-ranked team, but that's in the rearview mirror.
Yep.
Again, we'll go over the starting lineups again for the Bulldogs of Wilberforce, who I said are 2-0 on the season. They start number 0, Daquan Coach, 6-foot junior out of Detroit, Michigan. Number 2, Jameer Himes, a 5'10 senior out of Beaver Creek, Ohio. Number 5, Jermaine Marshall, the 6'6 junior out of Cleveland. Number 11, Eduardo Diaz, he's a 5'9 senior from Wellington, Florida. And number 14, Jesse Olverson Jr., he's a 6'1 senior from Cincinnati. Bears are counting with number 0, Speedy Payne, a 6'2 guard senior out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Number 3, Daniel Rosenberg, a 6'6 senior wing from Belle Plaine, Minnesota. Number 5, Jerron Mayo, 6'4", senior guard from Lima, Ohio. Number 7, Keontae Williams, a 6'10", junior forward from Lubbock, Texas. And number 15, Jason Steele, the 6'6", junior forward from Flushing, New York. That is how we line them up. And about ready to get this one underway, James. Once again, Shawnee women victorious in their bout against Wilberforce early on, 79-50. And ready to tip this one off. Keontae Williams going against Jesse Olverson Jr. A little bit of advantage, and Keontae Williams tips that one out of bounds. And it will go to the Bulldogs. Olverson Jr. over to coach. Himes. Diaz.
Good rotation. Great rotation.
Rosenberg with the interception. Rosenberg. And off glass, no, but Rosenberg cleans it up, and Shawnee 2-0.
It was a great rotation on the backside to get that steal.
Himes. Marshall. It's back up to Himes on top. Stops and pops, and yes. Speedy Payne for Shawnee. Payne. Mayo. This is Keontae Williams dealing. Nowhere to go. So that's a Payne. Kicks it back out to Keontae Williams. 5 on the shot clock. The fadeaway jumper is no good, but there will be a foul on the play. That's going to be on number 2, Jameer Himes, his first, team first. And Keontae Williams will go to the line. Two-two ball game. And 2 shots coming to Keontae Williams. Shot up and splash one. Second shot to Keontae. Splash 2. (4-2) Shawnee. Himes, Diaz. Diaz on the drive. Cut off. Back out to Olverson Jr. And this is going to go to the backcourt. Chased down. Rosenberg slid with it. I thought they'd call travel on this steal. It gets blocked down low. This is Olverson Jr. working against Mayo, and he lays it in. Speedy Payne. Off to Rosenberg. Keontae Williams. Williams spots for the 3. Splash!
A very tough shot. Very tough shot.
You got a 6'10" that can shoot outside. You're going to get in mismatches a lot. There's Payne, and there's the steal, and Jason Steele, but Rosenberg on the putback. It's 9-4 Shawnee. And that is thrown out of bounds on the other end, and that will go back to Shawnee State. Steele wanted that dunk, man. Yeah. He just missed it.
Fell a little short.
Rosenberg there to clean it up. 9-4 Shawnee. Speedy Payne. This is Rosenberg on the wing. Keontae Williams. Mayo. Payne on the drive.
Just bad offensive position.
Gets away. Almost got tied up. Steal. And it's going to call an offense. Oh, no. Oh, wow. They called a block on that. Wow. I don't know. He was a little out of control there. I thought it was going to be an offense.
I did too. I thought he was there.
Bears maybe got one there. Jason Steele to inbound for Shawnee. He gets it into Keontae Williams. This is Payne. Mayo. Payne spots for the three and splash.
Good shot.
12-4 Shawnee State.
It was great execution from out of bounds.
Himes around, kicks it out to Marshall for three. No. Steele with the rebound on the air ball.
One more.
Rosenberg in the corner to Mayo. Takes the head fake.
Great pass.
Rosenberg for three.
Great
Splash!
That's a great pass.
And a timeout for Wilberforce. 15-4 Shawnee State.
When we play defense, get out and run and make the right pass, it's going to be hard to beat.
Well, James, 1 week ago they came out tighter than you know what.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
very nervous.
Very nervous, very tight in that game. They pulled it out against Northwestern Ohio, but they were very tight
for about the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, I don't see that right now. They are loose and ready to go right now.
I think the last game was a wake-up call.
Maybe.
It's a wake-up call.
That's one they could have, should have had, right?
Oh, of course, of course. Can't get off to slow starts, and I think they realized that from last game. They didn't get off to a slow start last game, but we let them back in it. This time we can't let them do it. Can't let them get on the run, even though it's a game of runs.
Yeah, we are not a half-court team.
Correct, and that's something we have to change getting deeper in the season. When you play those disciplined teams, you have to be able to execute.
You have to be able to do that because you're not going to be able to do that all the time, right? Can't be too one-dimensional.
Mm-hmm.
Wilberforce to inbound. Or no, Shawnee to inbound. No, it's Wilberforce. I'm right.
We're in the press.
After the three-point. Yep, my bad.
And this is our calling card, if you ask me. We're a defensive team.
This is Diaz working against Mayo. Diaz. Off to Himes. Up to Olson Jr. This is Coach. Daquan Coach looking for somewhere to go in the lane. He's going to get fouled on the way by Speedy Payne. And then he will get 2 free throws.
There's no reason to reach. Just be disciplined. He was already out of control, off balance.
So Daquan Coach will go to the line. First shot from Coach is true. 15-5 Bears.
Speedy has to realize that's a call he's not going to get most of the time just because of momentum. And we can't have him in foul trouble.
Second one coming to Coach. No good off the back of the rim. Payne. Bears by 10, 15-5. Steele back to Payne. This is Jason Steele. This is DeMayo. This is back to Payne. Payne to Keontae at the elbows. No, not quite. Couldn't get it to fall. Rebound by Olverson Jr. Jameer Himes. Off to Olverson Jr. This is Coach. Himes. Olverson Jr. on the drive, and he throws it away. Turnover back to Shawnee State. First substitution of the game. It's be Donovan Baker.
We have to execute. Can't turn the ball over.
Baker in for Marshall. Baker, the 6'7" senior from Chillicothe.
Force a turnover and not afford to get points up.
Mayo. Payne. Mayo. Back to Payne. Mayo will spot up for the three, and just like I think I said we weren't a three-point shooting team, didn't I?
Hey,
and we're hitting here in the early going. And we're going to get a foul on the other end. He took a hard fall.
He did.
Going up for the dunk, and he got cut.
If we can make shots, open threes like that, it's going to be a long game. And I think we have the shooters to do it. They just haven't been able to put it in the hole the last few games.
Donovan Baker going to go to the line after getting mugged on the way to the hoop. (18-5) Shawnee State. Baker to the line for a pair. The first shot is up and no good. And into the game for Shawnee State, number 6, Cameron Gibson.
I think Wilberforce wants to go 2-3 on us from what I've seen from the last possession. I think we have the shooters. It's just about knocking it down.
They're gonna dare us to shoot the three, aren't they?
Oh yeah. Percentages aren't too good for
Baker
the last two
comes
games.
up short. Misses both of them. Still 18-5 Shawnee State. Mayo.
Move the ball. Move it.
Speedy in the lane. No. Gets blocked.
We got to move the ball.
And we're going to say out of bounds. And we're going to have a media timeout on the floor. 14:48 to play. First period. Shawnee 18, Wilberforce 5. Quick look at the stats from the field. Bulldogs 2 of 3 with the 5 points, 2 of 3 for 66%. Bears 6 of 11, 54%. Not a bad start. Bulldogs 0 for 1 behind the arc, 0%. Shawnee 4 of 4 from 3-pointers. Not a whole lot to talk about. Except 3 turnovers for Wilberforce and 10 points off those turnovers.
And that's our calling card.
That's cashing in.
It's going to be hard to beat us if we can do that.
Cashing in. And hey, like you said, if you want to pack it in and dare us, all right, dare us, but we've shown we can hit it, right?
Yep.
Not really expecting that to be our calling card, but you need to be able to do it when you have to.
Correct.
Nice crowd on hand. This is a solid 500 in the house, I'm going to say. 4 and change anyway. They put those nice new seats in.
Oh, yeah.
And then put bleachers down on the bottom row. They got those nice chair backs. So they lost a couple of bleacher seats up there. But I'm going to say solid 450 in the house. And Bears to inbound under their own goal. Steele. Up top to Mayo. On the drive, off glass. No, yes. I thought it wasn't going to fall, but it did. 20-5, Shawnee.
He's starting out very fast tonight. That's a good sign after his last game.
This is Himes. Overton Jr. Diaz looking for somewhere to go.
Great defense.
Got in the air, didn't have anywhere to go. And rebound taken down. Boy, Speedy ball handling there.
Hey!
Rosenberg on the dunk. 22-5, bounce pass those Baker. He misses the bunny. Thought they were going to have a breakaway dunk, and Donovan Baker misses it. Speedy loses the ball. Turnover.
It's a bad turnover.
And they're going to get another flush by Rosenberg. 24-5, Shawnee State.
Gotta stay up.
And we got a stoppage of play. Bench getting a little bit excited. 24-5, Bears by 19. And we got a 30-second timeout on the floor. I thought we did.
No, just a bench warning.
A bench warning. Okay, gotcha. 24-5, 13:38 to go here in the first half. Kamar Bridges Miller in the game for Wilberforce. This is Himes. Himes to Zach Brown in the game also for Wilberforce. On the drive, no good. Rebound taken. This is Steele. Ooh. Spin move was nice. Nowhere to go. Kicks it out top. DeBoard. Reese DeBoard. There's running the half court now. DeBoard on the drive. Kicks it out. That's going to be a foul. Yep. Caught him on the edge coming in. Matthew Hardwick going to check in for Wilberforce. Taking out Donovan Baker. A little frustrated for himself from missing a dunk. A wide open dunk.
No way he should have missed that.
Nobody around him. Mayo on the drive. Stops. He's going to draw the foul. Will he get to fall? He will.
He is going tonight. I think he's finally settled into the speed. Those first two games were very tough for him, but he's got it going tonight.
26-5 with an and one coming to Jerron Mayo. No good on the free throw. Bears by 21. Himes on the drive. They're going to get a foul on the drive.
Just out of position.
A good bucket and a foul on Steele. Bears going to bring in Damon Charles. 26-7 and free throws coming. I'm not sure what if they had a good bucket. How are they on the free throw line?
It was an and one. I believe it's an and one.
It was an and one. Okay, I thought it wasn't on the different player. All right, the and one. All right, gotcha. My bad. My bad. There you go. I thought the foul was against a different player. 26-8, Shawnee State. Rosenberg, no. Himes dribbles off his knee. That's going to go back to Shawnee State on the turnover. Coming in for Wilberforce, number 11, Eduardo Diaz coming back in. And David Cartwright as well. Jaden Geis in for Shawnee State. This is DeBoard. Damon Charles, DeBoard. There's Jason Steele. Yes, from foul line jumper.
That's his game, mid-range it is.
28-8, Bears by 20. Diaz on the wing to Bridges Miller. Diaz looking for somewhere to go, tied up, and it's stolen by Steele. Steele going to go all the way in, and he's going to get mugged on the way up. They had a 2-on-1. He had Rosenberg trailer, but decided to go with himself and did draw the foul. Well, James, Bears came out and punched Wilberforce in the mouth, huh? Punch in the mouth here in the first half. 20-point lead for Shawnee State with Jason Steele to the line. Shot up and no good off the back of the rim. Amadou Ah checking in for the Bears, replacing Rosenberg.
The things about the subs is the tempo won't fall off. The game won't fall off. Very quality subs coming in.
One more for Steele. This one is true. There's pressing. Cook. Kamari Cook, and off glass, yes.
He's supposed to have help side. There's no way that should be able to happen.
29-10, Shawnee by 19.
It's terrible weak side help.
D-Board, over to Amadou Ah. Ah to D-Board. I think this is Jaden Geis. D-Board. 10 on the shot clock, D-Board. On the wings, it's Jaden Geis from the corner. Splash!
Got it clicking on all cylinders tonight.
Bears by 22, 32-10. From downtown, no good by Cartwright.
And that's what we want you to shoot.
This is D-Board. Reese DeBoard in the corner to Amadou Ah. Ah. All the way in, off glass. Can't get it to fall, but he will pick up the foul.
It's kind of a pick your poison. You don't know who's going to score, who's going to go off, or who's open.
They're going to get Matthew Hardwick on the foul. That's his first. And Amadou Ah to the line with 10:06 to play in the half. And it bounces it in. 33-10 as Keontae Williams in for Shawnee State and Jermaine Marshall back in for the Bulldogs of Wilberforce. Second shot up. True. Cook. Kamari Cook. In lane. And shot missed. We'll say it will go. They had that to the side. They don't know. I think they could not call. They're going to call a held ball and going to give the ball back to Wilberforce, I believe. But we have a timeout on the floor with official clock 9:50. I have 9:48 to play first half. Shawnee 34-10. Bears have started out fast and not looked back, James.
There might be a little bit of anger from that last game.
Oh, you know?
No, they let one slip. Not letting this one slip at all.
They did. Yeah, on the downside, they should have had it. On the upside, you lost to number 20 in the country by 3 points.
Correct.
You know, let's fire that silver ladder. You were that close, and a couple things go your way, and this is we're having a different
like
discussion.
You said, the foul count. There you go right there.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, you had Mayo, who's a great scorer, great kid, couldn't get it going last game.
Yeah.
And he has to go in this game. You know, sometimes it's just a wake-up call. That was a great gauge for us to figure out where we fall in that bunch of being a ranked team. And I think we can be a very ranked team. When these guys are clicking, they're very hard to beat.
Wilberforce to inbound. And lost, and Bears have the run out. Here's Keontae. The board. They were good getting back. There's Keontae for three from the corner. Yes! Out of control there is Cartwright on the wing. Back out to Kamari Cook. Cook working against Jaden Geis. Cook. Nowhere to go. Dribbles through traffic. Kicks it down low. And they're going to get the foul on the play. Jermaine Marshall's going to get to go to the line. Amadou Ah picks up the foul. Marshall will go to the line for two. 37-10, Shawnee. First shot is up, and it is good. Massive subs in for Wilberforce. Israel Malone, one of the new ones in. Overson Jr. back in. Jameer Himes back in. Daquan Coach back in. 37-11. Second shot also good. Speedy Payne. Payne.
You gotta get me something.
Payne kicks it out. Geis picked up quickly. Keontae.
We're not in anything. I don't know what we're running offensively. I don't know what that was.
Coach. And the foul on Shawnee. They got an Amadou Ah.
And that's on our point guard. That's on Speedy. Speedy got to get us into something. Can't have wasted possessions.
Mayo going to check back in for Shawnee State. He's going to take Jaden Geis to the bench. Kick ball. $19 on the shot. Jameer Himes to inbound for Wilberforce. Overson Jr. out to Marshall. Lost the handle on it. Rosenberg finds it. Mayo. Out to Rosenberg. Speedy Payne. Payne. Steele. Rosenberg. Keontae Williams from the baseline. No, comes up short.
Thought he got fouled there.
Himes. And we have a whistle. And what we got? They're going to call a foul on Keontae Williams.
Bad foul. Frustration foul. He felt like he got fouled on the last one.
That's the sixth foul on Shawnee. Next foul on either team will put the team on the bonus. Malone dishes off. Nowhere to go. Kicks it out front. For the three. Knocks it down is Jameer Himes. Payne. Steele. You get fouled from behind by Daquan Coach. And that's going to put Steele on the line for a 1-and-1, I believe. It is. Jason Steele will go to the line. Steele sinks the first one. 38-15 Bears. One more coming. Second one also perfect. On the other end of three, no good. Misses badly. Payne. The spin moves from the foul line jumper, no good. Rebound Wilberforce.
Yeah, Daniel wide open over there on the wing.
There's the finger roll. Coming up on 7 to play here in the first half. Bears still by 22, 39-17. Mayo. Stopped. Rosenberg knocks it down about the 18-footer. Bears by 24, 41-17. Malone into Marshall. Marshall muscling down low. He's going to be a reverse layup good.
That is a great move.
A little lazy pass. Bears are going to come up. Are they going to come up with it? Boy, we got a rugby scrum going on here. And they're going to call a jump ball, a held ball. That's going to stay with Wilberforce, I believe, if they call the held ball. I don't think there was clear possession to be able to call a timeout there. He was trying to, but I don't think there was clear possession. So the alternating possession will go to Wilberforce. Coach. And the baseline jumper is good by Overson Jr.
It's bad defense. I don't know where the backside rotations is. Where's the help side?
Bears by 20. DeBoard. Gibson. DeBoard. 10 on the shot. Mayo gets knocked away. 7 on the shot. Bears got to move, and they're going to get it. And now they're going to call the shot clock violation in the backcourt. We'll beam Anna up. Welcome back, Anna.
Hey, it's good to be back.
I don't know what we're in offensively.
.5:26 to play. Bears by 20. Diaz. This is Himes. Himes on the drive. Layup, no. Rebound, Rosenberg. DeBoard. Found Gibson down low, and they got bailed out by out of bounds. They got bailed out down there. A little
force pass.
A little haphazard down there.
Didn't have to throw it.
Jaden Geis back in. He takes Mayo to the bench. DeBoard. 5 minutes to play in the period. Geis. Gibson. DeBoard. Oh, got poked in the eye.
Oh.
And now he's going to get the offensive foul, probably, if you throw the elbow.
Yeah, I don't call it tech.
That was just not a smart decision by him.
DeBoard got poked in the eye, and then we're going to call a timeout. I don't think they called any fouls yet. They're just going to
they're going to call
cool it off.
I'm pretty sure they're going to call a flagrant.
Yeah, he did throw a bad elbow. We'll see what they call on that. They're going to look at replay.
I think it honestly should be a flagrant.
I agree.
From what I'm seeing.
I agree.
Yeah, DeBoard, he got poked in the eye, and he just retaliated with a big old elbow.
Right.
So
right, but that happens though.
It does.
Keep playing.
He just,
ability.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if this is a flagrant. So they're going to talk it. Officials are going to talk it over, but I think they are going to come up with a flagrant on it. I would be very surprised if they didn't.
I agree.
You know, pardon me. He did get poked in the eye, but that was an overreaction. 4:46 to play in the period. Bears by 20, 41-21. And they're going to report.
Can't let teams like this start to creep back in. I think
they're going to call a flagrant foul. I think that's it. And they're going to be in the 1-and-1.
This could be a momentum switch.
I was just about to say how that could have been a little momentum killer for the Bears. I mean, from what I'm seeing, I come in, they're up 20. All of a sudden, we have a flagrant.
Free throws in the ball back.
So Lee will shoot some uncontested free throws on the flagrant. First shot is up, and it's good. Second shot also true. Wilberforce to bring in the ball in. Bears 6 of 7 from behind the arc, 85%. They were kind of unconscious to start off this game.
A stat you can live with.
Malone. Marshall backing in. And he forces it up and in. Basically a 4-point trip down the floor. It's a 15-point game.
You have to dig that. Cam is just a freshman.
Excuse me, 16-point game. Geis.
That's long.
No. But underneath to pick it up and missing is Amador but he picks it up. Zone miss.
Great defense by Speedy. We got to tighten it up down here on the defensive end. We're missing a lot of.
And the finger roll, no good, but they're going to get the foul on the play.
I will continue to say it that you have to help Cam down there on the block.
I see what you mean. I think that would have been a really easy rotation for him to just come over and take the extra couple steps over and take away that passing lane. Instead, they got that basket and a foul.
And he's just a freshman. Some things as a freshman you haven't seen yet.
I think it's a safe assumption that college basketball is a little bit higher level than basketball or than high school basketball.
Which I think he's going to be very good as a freshman.
This is Jesse Overson Jr. First shot is up, and it is good.
Just being more physical at the moment.
Second shot for Overson Jr. 43-26 is also good. 43-27. Gibson. Payne. Steele. On the drive, off glass, yes, with the left hand. Switch hand in the air.
I was going to say, he's going to want to finish that with his strong hand.
He went in right-handed and switched it to left and all later off glass. Nice Jason Steele. Reverse layup there, wow.
Speedy got caught ball watching. Can't happen. You got to be on help side. You got to see both man and ball.
The Bears by 16. This is Gibson. Speedy Payne. In the corner to Jason Steele for three. No, off back of the rim. And I'm not sure why they didn't call it travel when he fell to the floor, but. Kind of crazy. Here's Diaz for three. Yes.
Just like that, back in the game.
It's a 13-point game. 2.5 to play. Amadou, for three, no, off the back of the rim. Gibson, no. Geis, and it will go back.
It's a bad shot by
Wilberforce.
I don't think that's what they wanted.
(45-32). Rosenberg checking back in for Awe.
I think coach wants us to attack the rim, and I can see that being in the bonus with 2 minutes left. Why not?
This is Jameer Himes. Diaz. On the floor, Himes picks it up with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Marshall in the corner. Blocked by Gibson.
That's great help.
And they get
Once again, we got caught ball watching. You can't get caught ball watching.
It's an 11-point game with 1:43 to go in the half. In the lane, no, with finger roll, no good by Speedy. It can be under, and it's going to be thrown out of bounds. The Bears get bailed out on that one.
I will say I'm loving the electric feel of this gym right now.
It is exciting.
Might be the first one we had this feel.
Yeah.
Mayo. And pops at the line. He's going to pick up the foul from, I think, Bridges Miller is going to get the foul. That's going to send Jerron Mayo to the line for free throws. Bears lead it by 11. Bears lead it by 12. 46-34. Been pretty quick half, really. One more coming to Mayo. Splash two. Marshall against Rosenberg. Loses the handle on it. Picked up and off glass is good by Bridges Miller. It's back to 11. There's go Mayo off glass. Yes.
Mayo has it going tonight. That's what he does. He scores. He puts the ball in the rim.
Olison Jr. off to Bridges Miller.
You got to dig this right here.
Marshall.
You can't just let him move at free space. Great, Daniel. That's a great dig.
Miller for three.
I think you live with that. Oh, that's a push off.
Pick it up.
That's a push off.
I need it too.
Bears can play for the last shot. 19 seconds. Bears lead it by 11.
Great pass. Finish.
Gibson gets it stolen away. Jameer Himes. Diaz for three. No at the buzzer. And that's how the first half will end. 49-38. Go ahead and give some stats, and then James and I will have a little chat about this one.
I gotcha. All right, so Shawnee State is leading Wilberforce 49-38 at the half. They're shooting from the floor 56.7%, 17 of 30. From three, 60%, 6 of 10. And from the free throw line, 81.8%, 9 of 11. The Bulldogs are shooting 62.5% from the floor, 15 of 24, 50% from three, 3 of 6. And from the free throw line, 72.7%, 8 of 11. The Bulldogs have turned the ball over 9 times, and the Bears have 20 points off of those 9 turnovers. Shawnee State's turned the ball over 4 times, Wilberforce scoring 3 points off of those 4 turnovers. Shawnee State is out-rebounding Wilberforce 12-9, 4 of those rebounds being offensive. Both teams with 5 assists. The Bears with 2 blocks. The Bulldogs with 1. Shawnee State with 7 steals. Wilberforce with 2. Some leading scores for the night. First, for the visiting Bulldogs, Himes 10 points. Olverson Jr. with 10 points, 3 rebounds and an assist. Diaz, 8 points. Marshall with 6. Bridges Miller with 2, Malone with 2, and Cook with 2, and then Coach with 1. For Shawnee State, Rosenberg, 11 points, 4 rebounds. Mayo, 11 points, a rebound and 2 assists. Keontae Williams, 10 points. Amadou Oss, 7 points, 2 rebounds. Jason Steele with 7 points, 2 rebounds. And Speedy Payne with 3 points.
James, how about a little comment here? Well, how much of that, Bears got off to a 20-point lead. How much of this at the end of the half was Shawnee cooling off and Wilberforce heating up?
I think the turning point was the technical foul, the flagrant foul. Yeah. Momentum is a big thing in basketball. You know, if I can cut that 20-point lead down to 15 or 16 in a possession, I know I have a chance. And I think Wilberforce actually settled into this game. I think they started off very frantic. We were just jumped out on them. Like I said, I think it was just anger from the last game, so we came out pretty fast. And they're starting to settle in now, but we're having troubles on the offensive end. We're not executing anything. Our point guards aren't getting us into anything. The ball's not moving. It's sticking. We look like robots on the offensive end. And coming down here on the defensive end, we're just missing defensive principles. We didn't have that against Cumberland's. Our help side defense isn't there. We're just not communicating. We're not going after it. So we're dialing it back when we don't need to.
So I think we just predicted what the team is hearing in the locker room, James. I think you put spot on that. So we'll see what happens coming out in the second half. We'll be back with second half action around 9:15 p.m. Bears lead it at the break, 49-38. We are back at Waller Gymnasium. About 2 minutes to go before we get second half action started. Bears leading at 49-38. The question being, James, can they come out in the second half with the fire they came out with the first half?
I absolutely hope so. Coach Fred and his coaching staff over here is very knowledgeable of the game, very high IQ, and he puts a lot of trust in these guys. So I know that the halftime speech was bring the same intensity they started that first 5 minutes with.
It was a fun first 5 minutes. That was, like I said, they just punched Wilberforce in the mouth, but give them credit, they came back.
Yeah.
Give them the credit, and I think you did put your finger on it. If there was a turning point, emotionally, was that flagrant foul. Because you got the 2 free throws, you got the possession, got 2 more points off of that, and all of a sudden, now you're back in the game here, and so Bears got to regroup and do what they did coming out, because things were clicking. Things were just clicking in those first 5 to 7 minutes of the game, and blew out to that big 24-5 lead. And Bears in action on the road next week. They got Veterans Day. They don't get the day off. They get to play the number 6 team in the country, Indiana Wesleyan, on Tuesday.
That will be a tough one.
That will be a tough one.
We do not come out clicking.
They got Lords on Saturday before they come back here the 21st against Crown. That's a Friday night. That's our next action with you. Women in action next week. Women are home on Wednesday.
They got an 11 a.m.
11 a.m. tip. It's kind of a school kids special here we got going on. So if you need a reason to play hooky from work, this would be a good reason to come out and see the women play at 11 o'clock on Wednesday against Simmons. And that's the horn ready to get going with half number 2, 49-38. Shawnee State will take the lead, and they will get the ball to start half number 2.
Anxious to see these adjustments made by us in the second half.
And you think they talked about, like you said, how many times did you say, what are we in the possession? But how many times did you say that first half? So we'll see. I'm going to guess Coach Limas echoed those words. Steele. Rosenbergs. This is Mayo. Mayo down low to Steele, and he gets it knocked away. Stop and a pop and no good. Long rebound though. Daquan Coach. This is Diaz for 3. No. Chased down by Keontae Williams. Speedy Payne. Keontae Williams. To Payne. Payne stops at the foul line. No, but Keontae's there. Will turn around and can't get it to go. And they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Wilberforce. Jesse Overson Jr. picks up the foul. His first, team first. And Mayo misses the shot. Underneath the steal, fighting for it. Gets stolen away. Diaz. It's going to go out of bounds, and that's going to go back to Wilberforce.
I know we haven't scored yet, but the play calls and execution have looked good up until the shot. That's what you want.
This is Himes. Up to Daquan Coach. Diaz on the drive, loses the handle on it, and gets blocked by Mayo. Up front to Rosenbergs. And the ball gets swatted away. Bears had the break, but
I will say that was a really nice looking block.
It was. It was a swat. Up top, Mayo. Rosenberg spots for 3. No, comes up short. This is Jameer Himes. Overson Jr.
Gotta dig that. Can't leave him
to Marshall. Marshall working against Keontae.
I have to go dig that.
Can't get it to go, and rebound by Speedy Payne. And he's going to get fouled on the way in. It's going to be on Jameer Himes. His second, team second of the period. Speedy will be at the line shooting 2. Speedy. First shot up and no good. Second shot rolls in.
There's the first point of the half.
2 minutes.
And a lay-in on the other end.
I believe that was a travel.
It's a 10-point lead. I don't think they called traveling once tonight.
Man.
James. Not in the repertoire, I don't think. Steele on the outside. Steele on the drive. Off glass, no, off.
Thought he got fouled.
Bears lead it by 10. It could be under single digits. Hasn't been that way since way early in this one. And there's a 3, no good, and chasing it down. And what are they going to call? Are they going to call a held ball?
And they do.
We got to get back to our calling card on defense. We're not playing no defense. The offense can be stagnant if you're causing turnovers on the defensive side.
So they did call the held ball, and the alternating possession goes to Wilberforce, as Shawnee State had it coming out of the locker room. Himes inbound. Diaz from the corner, no. Tipped away, Mayo.
We all running away. Got to go rebound. Get across.
Over to Speedy Payne. Bears settle into the half court. Almost loses the ball. Payne. All the way on the drive and gets swatted away. Steele to inbound. Gets it into Keontae. Steele down low. Left hand, yes.
He's unstoppable down there. A lot of times he's going to get matched up with somebody that's smaller.
Himes. Overson Jr. Up to Coach. Himes. Diaz. Stolen away.
Go, run. You got lanes, just run.
Keontae playing point guard. Speedy on the corner of Rosenberg. Thought about the 3, held back. In the lane, spins, goes up, doesn't get the foul, and it's going to go out of bounds and stay with Shawnee State.
I think it's a safe assumption to say that the start of his half is a drastically different start than the first half.
Oh, yeah. Well, certainly Wilberforce had to have momentum going into the locker room. They had to feel good about where they were at. Keontae from the wing, that's going to be off. Air balls it. It's definitely Wilberforce had to know going at the end of that half
that they can play with us.
They had to feel good going into the half.
Can't let a team like this stick around though. You let a team like this stick around, they find some way to keep it close.
Himes against Speedy Payne. Rosenberg. And Keontae's going to pick up the foul away from the bucket.
I believe that's going to be his 3rd on the night.
And that's what we don't need out of him. We don't need him in foul trouble.
It is indeed Keontae's 3rd foul. And you don't want him making that foul that far from the bucket.
Correct.
You know?
That's number 3. I'm surprised to see him still in the game with 3 fouls in 15 minutes left.
And for 3, no good. There's going to be a rebound by Jason Steele.
Transition, you catch
Steele
that, Jason
on the
Steele.
drive, off glass, no. Rosenberg with the rebound.
Great rebound.
Yes. Bears back up by 14, 54-40. Himes off the glass, no. Rebound, Keontae.
Run. Don't know what we're waiting on. Can't let him set up in the defense.
Speedy.
There he is. He's wide open. There it is. Good.
Keontae.
Great decision by Keontae.
Back up to a 16-point lead.
Speedy.
And they're going to think they're going to call a timeout, and they will. Wilberforce will call a timeout.
If you're Shawnee right now, the mindset that you need to have is, okay, we're up 16, let's be up 20. Let's be up 22. Just keep adding to that lead. If you're Wilberforce, obviously you're going to try and chip away at that lead. But if you're up by 16 points at this point in the game, you don't want to get complacent, because that's when the other team is able to chip away. I also want to take this opportunity to shout out our incredible cheerleaders. Thank you for being here. I know you work so hard. We appreciate you. We love you.
Yep, cheerleaders do it. No dance team tonight, but cheerleaders have been after all night, keeping the excitement going. Like, it was pretty electric in that first half. It's calmed a little bit here in the second half. But that first half, it was electric in here. It was electric. 15:08 to play in this one. 56-40 Shawnee State. Wilberforce inbound in front of their own bench. This is Himes. Off to Overson Jr.
Come back out in his own.
Coach Himes. Overson Jr. Try to work on Keontae. Change shot. Keontae made him change his shot.
Great defense. We can't let him get the rebound again. That's twice.
And up and good. Wow. Coach with the rebound.
A great defensive switch to go to zone. Got the miss you needed, just couldn't get the rebound.
Steele. This is Mayo. This is Speedy Payne. Payne. Rosenberg will fire from three. No. Rebound, Overson Jr. Rosenberg's going to pick up that foul, I believe.
He's just really physical. He's very physical. You can't let him catch it that low down.
It is indeed on Rosenberg. And do we have a timeout on the floor? We have the whistle blow, and I think we do have a timeout on the floor. With 14-12 to play, and Bears still leading 56-42.
Something that Shawnee is doing pretty well is that balance. 3 players are in double digits at the moment, with Jason Steele also having 9 points. So it's not one person getting absolutely everything done for Shawnee State.
Wilberforce can say kind of the same thing. They don't 2 10s and a 6 and a 5 and a 5. It's spread it around. Again, Bears on the road all next week, Tuesday and Saturday. Not back home here until the 21st, Friday. That Friday before Thanksgiving. Wilberforce to inbound. This is Himes to inbound. Overson Jr. With Bridges Miller in the game.
This is a great zone. Great matchup zone.
Bridges Miller, 5 on the shot clock.
That's what you want. That is exactly what you want.
And the air ball, there's Keontae on the run out, and he's going to get mugged. Yep, no question about that. He didn't really have it. He's trying to get a step. He really was covered. He got bailed out on that one, I think, because he was running between two guys. He didn't really have the advantage, but he got bailed out by the foul.
I think that would have ended up as a travel or a turnover or something had that not been a foul.
But a foul on the floor, not going to the hoop. Out to Speedy. Mayo, reverse lip, can't go, but goes Rosenberg. Mayo for 3 from the corner, no.
That's 4 on Keontae. I don't know why Keontae was in with 15 minutes to go, and I kind of figured something like that would happen.
And he picks up foul number 4.
So he's going to head to the bench with 12 points and 4 fouls.
He's going to have to sit for a long time now.
Yeah, that's a lot of time left. The Bears be without Keontae for a while. Himes over Daquan Coach. Himes on the drive, stops and pops the free throw line. Jumper, no, but under there is Overson Jr.
It's a really nice offensive rebound right there.
Where's the help side? I don't understand where help side is. We're giving a middle. You can't give up middle to pump fakes.
It's a 12-point lead.
Just bad defensive
56-44.
Yeah, that lane
Mayo stops
open.
baseline jumper, no. Rosenberg, though, will be there to clean it up.
I think Wilberforce really struggles with that zone. If we could stay in that zone, that would be very beneficial for us. Starting to figure our man out.
Himes.
What Wilberforce wants to do is get it down low to 5.
Almost reaching Himes on the drive. No. Chased down by Mayo. Out of bounds. Will stay with Wilberforce. Almost had his pocket picked. Coach.
Got to stay with him on the cut.
Wow. Give and go, and Coach all alone down low for lay-in. 12 minutes to play. Bears still up by 12. They haven't been able to pull away.
Yeah.
They're matching them basket for basket, but Rosenberg's mid-range jumper good. Bears back up by 14, 60-46. Himes.
It's too easy. Not communicating. Getting sealed. Got to do our work
Hardwick
early.
with the easy bucket. Back to a 12-point game. Speedy all the way in, and he's going to get mugged on the way up. And took one in the head. We'll see if he is trying to collect himself.
I believe he got hit in the eye.
Yeah. Foul is on number 35, Matthew Hardwick.
He's bleeding.
Is that
Got blood.
He is got blood.
Got scratched. It's part of the game. Part of the game.
This has been
That's
a pretty
a part
physical.
I don't do well with.
It's been a pretty physical game, though.
It has.
It's been pretty physical.
But they've been calling it evenly.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I like. It's not tit for tat on one side and physical on the other. That's what you can respect about it.
I don't have any issues with the way they've called it. I just said they've done a lot of letting them play. I mean, you're talking only 7 fouls called between the two teams in almost 9 minutes worth of play. They're letting them play.
Yeah.
As long as we can balance keeping it consistent, letting them play, but also keeping it controlled.
Indeed.
As long as it stays in control, we are all good.
Indeed. 11:12 to go. I have 11:11 on my clock. 11:12 on the official game clock. 60-48. Shawnee State Bears have never trailed in this game. Up by as many as 24, I believe. In the 20s in the first half. But they've been able to keep Wilberforce at arm's length the whole game, really. They haven't made a run. It's been a kind of bucket for bucket matchup, right? I mean, they're just not. They've just played it even, basically this half.
I think switching up going to zone was the best thing for us. If we stayed in man, this game would, I guarantee, be a lot closer.
I think Shawnee's doing a much better job in their zone than in their man.
Well, it just requires a lot more thinking from Wilberforce when Shawnee goes into the zone.
Shot is up and good. They call flagrant on that?
They did.
I missed that. They call a flagrant, so Speedy. So 2 free throws in the ball will come to Shawnee State. 1 more to Speedy. Bears up by 13, and Speedy sinks number 2. And Bears will get the ball.
You know, we've been talking about trading baskets. It's pretty much stayed between 10 to 16 points this entire half.
I think we have a chance to air it out.
We talked about that first flagrant being kind of a momentum changer, so I'm wondering if this flagrant will also be a momentum changer.
It's possible. Yeah, it's possible. Look like Wilberforce is going 2-3 coming out of the
Steal out to Amador and Reese DeBoard in as well. Speedy Payne. Down low to Amadou Up off glass, cannot get it. Duvall, Steele with the rebound, no. Steele fouls, and yes!
That's the grown man. The grown man move.
I love the way he attacks every single offensive rebound. That man is always in there trying to defensively rebound as well, but he's really in there with the offensive ones.
This is looking at a 5-point possession right here after the flagrant foul, and they got the and one for Jason Steele. Bears could punch it back up to a 17-point lead. And they don't. Steele misses the free throw. And Rosenberg took one to the face.
He did.
Fouls on Israel Malone, his first. Speedy. Steele misses the fadeaway. Bears by 16. Diaz. From the elbow. Yes, it rolls in.
Good shot by Wilberforce.
64-50.
Wait until everyone cleared out.
For 3. Yes!
Great shot. It's good to see him get on the board.
Bears by 17. Cook into traffic on the floor. It's going to be a held ball. That will go back to Shawnee State if they call the held, and that's what they call. Mayo set to check back in for Shawnee State. Will call a held ball, and that will go back to Shawnee State. And a timeout on the floor. 9:25 to play, and Bears up by 17, 67-50.
I like to see nobody in foul trouble for us. I know we have one in Keontae with 4 fouls.
But yeah, everyone else either has 0, 1, or 2 for Shawnee State. And actually for Wilberforce as well.
Crowd thinned out a little bit. We're still probably in the 250, 300 range, I'd guess. Hanging out for this one.
Not bad for 9:41 on a Wednesday night.
No, not at all. Not on a school night, huh? $67-50 Bears. They have never trailed. Shawnee State basketball on the alternate possession. And a lazy pass. They had double team the inbound pass, and they give it up right away. Double team the inbound pass, got a lazy pass, and just like that, 2 more. D-board, so it's a 15-point game. Mayo. Back to D-board. This is Speedy Payne. Payne all the way in, off glass, yes.
He's someone you can't press. If you press up on him, he's going to go right by you.
They call him Speedy for a reason.
Bears back up by 17. This is Hunt. Diaz in the corner. Diaz stops and pops at the elbow. No, comes up short. Rebound, Speedy Payne. Boy, they had Rosenberg's flash just for a second. Bears going to hold up and run half court. Under 8.5 to play. Looking for somewhere to go. Amadou Up to Mayo. Mayo.
That's tough.
Ducked underneath the glass, and yes.
That is excellent footwork.
Bears by 19, 71-52. Diaz. Bears back in man.
Too easy.
Gives up the layup.
Really could have just took the charge, honestly.
Tip no. Going back the other way. And that's going to be out of bounds. That will stay with Wilberforce. Jaden Geis back in for Shawnee State. Zach Brown in for Wilberforce.
That was really great defense from DeBoard. He was able to kind of recognize and anticipate what Wilberforce was able to do and get in there and disrupt that pass.
Coach. Diaz. Skip pass over to Coach. Around, fade away jumper. And he's going to get fouled on the way up.
Big hit, guys. Yeah.
Daquan Coach go to the free throw line to cut into this 17-point lead. And he does. 71-55. Mayo in. Steele in. Payne out. Rosenberg out for Shawnee State. 7 minutes exactly to play in the game. One more free throw coming to Daquan Coach to make this a 15-point game. And he does. DeBoard. Reese DeBoard. To Steele. Mayo. Mayo. 5 on the shot clock. They got to get it going, and they're not going to get a shot off. It goes out of bounds with 1 second on the shot clock. So
Mayo was better off going ahead and going one-on-one. Didn't have enough time on the clock to do anything else.
under 6.5 to play. Himes. Coached and fouled out by Mayo. 15th foul on Shawnee State.
I believe that's going to be Mayo's first foul of the night.
This one not a bonus.
Bears lead it by 15.
Wilberforce still trying to figure out that matchup zone.
Wilberforce has gotten to within 10, but they have not been able to break under double digits. Diaz. And there's going to be an easy lay-in again.
Just another collapse by the Shawnee defense.
71-58. It's a 13-point game. Steele. Mayo spins in the lane. Foul line gets fat.
That's great defense by Wilberforce.
It is defense, and there's Himes on the lane. Yes.
Great defense.
And it's an 11-point game. Six straight points for Wilberforce. They were down 17 just a minute ago.
They were down 19 just a minute ago,
yes,
actually.
19.
A lot of time left.
Steele off glass, yes.
It's a nice cut by Jason Steele.
Stop the bleeding. .5:16 to go and a timeout on the floor. Bears lead it by 13. Stop the bleeding. Yes, they were up by 19, exactly. 13-point lead.
That came at the 7:58 mark.
There's still a lot of time left.
There is a lot of time left.
Wilberforce
Absolutely.
can get this down to 10 with about three minutes left. It's still a game. It's still a game.
I want to see Shawnee play with a lot of intention and purpose. So everything has a purpose, right? If we're handling the ball, we're not just dribbling to dribble. And I think sometimes we'll kind of try and take someone one-on-one, but it doesn't feel like it's super intentional. It just kind of feels like we're dribbling around, not really making anything happen. Shawnee really needs to utilize every offensive possession here.
This part of the game is about execution. You have to execute in the last 5 minutes, especially when you want to put a team away. The one-on-one ball is not going to work. Not in this part of the game.
Again, it's been a pretty clean half. We're looking at 11 fouls called in almost 15 minutes worth of play. It's been physical. They're letting them play. They haven't, Shawnee has bet, but they haven't broken yet. 13-point lead. Like I said, hasn't been over under a double digit since way early in the first half.
I think something that is is contributing to that is the fact that Shawnee has been able to take care of the basketball. They do only have 6 turnovers at the moment compared to Wilberforce's 11 turnovers.
Himes looking against DeBoard.
Great.
Rosenberg anticipated he's going to go with the flush on the other end. Good anticipation by Rosenberg. And there's a swat by Jason Steele.
Great defense.
Under 5 to play, Bears by 15.
This is where you execute. You can execute here, you'll put them away.
Speedy. Rosenberg. This is Steele. Steele working in. Nothing going.
He's fouling him.
Amador with the turnaround jumper.
That's
yes,
tough.
off glass.
It's very tough.
That was a tough shot by Amador. Bears back up by 17. Diaz, that's going to be off, and he's going to get fouled shooting a 3.
I know he wants to go after it, but that's something you let him shoot. Fade away.
Third foul on Jason Steele. Yeah, foul shooting a 3, so Diaz will get a chance to cut this to 14. 4:14 to play. Bears up by 17, but Diaz will get 3 from the stripe.
I think, Jason Steele just had that block super recently, so I see why he went for it, but I agree. I think you just let him shoot this.
First shot is up and good. 77-61.
Well, especially tonight, he's only hit one 3. He's 1 for 4 tonight, so.
Second shot up. Also good. One more shot coming to Diaz. Coach Hill working the official a little bit. One more coming to Diaz. It's a 15-point lead. It is a 14-point lead. And a sub in as Kamar Bridges Miller takes Diaz to the bench. 77-63 Bears. DeBoard. Reese DeBoard off to Speedy. Speedy Payne. DeBoard. DeBoard.
Great pass. Great pass.
Down to Rosenberg for the easy bucket. Back up to 16-point lead. Under 4 to play. Bridges Miller on the wing. That's going to call a foul on the outside on Shawnee, I believe.
I think they're going to get all.
Yep, they are. 6th foul on Shawnee State. The next one will put him in the bonus. Diaz back in
There?
for Bridges Miller.
This was the 7th foul.
Was the 7th, okay.
Yes.
79-63, and that sends Jermaine Marshall to the line for one of the bonus. Shot is up and good. Bears by 15. 3:35 to play. Also good. Payne. The DeBoard. Being guarded hard by Diaz. Steele. Steele on the drive. Stops at the elbow, pops it, and he comes up short. And it's going to be off of Wilberforce, I believe. It will stay with Shawnee State, yes. $18 on the shot. Coming up on 3 minutes to play in the game. Speedy against Himes. Speedy. And that gets swatted. No foul to play, but block.
Can't go one-on-one from half court. on 5. It's just not going to work. I love Speedy's game, but that wasn't smart with 3 minutes left.
Steele to inbound into Awe. The board for 3. Yes!
Big shot.
Bears by 17 again. Off glass, and there's a foul on the other end. (82-65), but free throws coming on the 8th team foul of the period. Rosenberg picks up the foul, his second. And this is Daquan Coach. Yes.
There's no reason to foul. Just let the clock run.
One more free throw coming. No good. Bears by 16, 82-66. Coming up on 2.5 to play. The board. Off from the baseline, yes. Bears by 18, 2:20 to play. Himes. Coach. Marshall. Backing in against Awe. Off glass, yes.
It's a tough move. He's been very physical all day. I don't understand why Wilberforce hasn't.
Bears by 16, 2 minutes to play. Speedy's going to get fouled out there. It's going to foul by Jameer Himes, and that's going to put the Bears on the free throw line. That is team foul number 7 on Wilberforce in the half. So Speedy Payne with Bears up by 16 with 1:51 to play. First shot up, and it is good. 85-68, Bears by 17. One more coming to Speedy. No, comes up short. 17-point lead, 85-68. One Speedy with the steal all the way in.
Speedy.
And he can't go, but steal. Speedy with the rebound again. Steal around, steal, and then blocked again. And Bears playing volleyball a little bit. Surprised they didn't come up with any. And there should have been travel there. And there for 3, no good. And over the back call, that's going to be on Wilberforce, I believe.
It's on us.
Is it on us?
They get to board?
Yeah. I think they did get to board. So, one-on-one coming. 85-68, Bears by 17. And Tyson Lalonde coming in for his first action of the game, picking out Speedy with 1:28 to go.
Great game by Speedy.
Speedy heading to the bench with 9 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists.
I like it.
With Jermaine Marshall for the one in the bonus. Good. 85-69, Bears by 16. Second shot, also good. And we have a timeout on the floor with actually officially 1:28 to play. Shawnee State 85, Wilberforce 70. James, how big is that first part of the first half? That's where the separation came, because it's been even pretty much since then.
I agree.
I mean, that the punch in the mouth early on when they got up, they said 24-5, and Wilberforce has come back, but has never been able to get within double digits.
Yeah, that's why you don't want to get up to a slow start. Either team, because it can put you down and be hard to fight back.
the difference in the game right now is probably the first 5-6 minutes of this game.
Of course.
And when you say that they're playing even, they truly are. Right now, Shawnee State is outscoring Wilberforce in the second half, 36-32.
Yeah.
It's only a 4-point differential there.
They spotted us a big lead, and we've been able just to sustain that. They've had a couple of runs. They got down to within 10, but they just have not been able to punch it over the top. Bears to inbound. Rosenbergs into the board. Steele. They get it across. There's Rosenberg. Steele gets it knocked out of his hand on the way up. There's Himes. Can't get it to fall. Rebound. Battle around. And off glass. No. Rebound by Awe. And he's going to get fouled down below with 1:06 to play. So Amadou Awe will go to the line on the other end for a 1-and-1. 1:06 to play. Bears by 15. Free throw from Awe. No good. Diaz drilling through traffic. Ball's on the ground. And that's going to be a held ball, and they will stay with Wilberforce with 55.6 to go. And they're going to put in Bryson Chanley for his first action of the night. Coach Lima's feeling pretty comfortable with a 15-point lead with under a minute to go. They haven't shot the threes. I mean, Wilberforce hasn't shot the threes. That's what they need right now. They just don't have the possessions. Crumby going to check in as well for Shawnee State as some bench players get some action. DeBoard comes in. Keontae Williams in with his 4 fouls.
It's good to see Crumby back on the court.
And rebound taken by Awe. 45 seconds to go. Crumby. Wilberforce will pull off the pressure. 40 seconds to go. Chanley. To Awe. Lalonde. To Chanley. On the way in. Stops and pops. No. But there's Awe underneath. He's going to get, I thought he got mugged underneath, but no.
I agree.
I honestly thought he got mugged, but
I also don't think it's going to make a difference in the game.
It's
but
not.
I
it
agree.
is not. But I mean, if the foul is called, if it's the foul, call the foul. You know.
I agree.
And good bucket. It's a 13-point game with 10 seconds to go. Bears are going to win this by double digits. Crombie across to Chanley, and they'll just let the clock run out. It'll be 85-72. Shawnee State will take this one home as we run the clock out, and Bears will move to 2-1 on the season.
All right, I can go ahead and give some final stats for y'all.
Go for it.
Shawnee State shot 47.1% from the floor, 32 of 68. From 3, 53.3%, 8 of 15. And from the charity stripe, 68.4%, 13 of 19. The Bulldogs shot 47.3% from the floor, 26 of 55. From 3, 16.7%, 2 of 12. And from the free throw line, 81.8%, 18 of 22. Shawnee State ended the night with 8 turnovers, Wilberforce having 4 points off of those 8 turnovers. The Bulldogs turned the ball over 12 times, Shawnee State having 20 points off of those turnovers. Shawnee State out-rebounded Wilberforce 32-25, 13 of those rebounds being offensive. The Bears with 14 assists, the Bulldogs with 8. Wilberforce with 5 blocks, Shawnee State with 4. The Bears with 9 steals, Bulldogs with 5. And then some leading scorers for the night. First for Wilberforce, Himes 14 points. Coach with 12 points, 5 rebounds. Marshall with 12 points, 6 rebounds and 2 assists. Overson with 12 points, 5 rebounds. Diaz with 8 points. Malone with 4. Hardwick with 4. Brown with 2. And Bridges Miller and Cook both with 2. For Shawnee State, Rosenberg, 21 points, 6 rebounds. Amadou Aw, 14 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Mayo and Steele both with 13 points and 4 rebounds. Keontae Williams, 12 points, 3 rebounds. Speedy Payne, 9 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. DeBoard with 3 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. And those are the stats.
We got Coach Limas. If you could give up your chair, Anna.
Absolutely.
And Coach Limas coming in for the picture. What have we got going on? Hopefully.
Congrats, Coach.
Coach Cadogan down there, kind of for order. Coach Limas, come in and sit down. You want to give him? Yeah. Okay, you got a headset there. Okay, we'll get him. Coach Limas,
Man, tough one.
you talk to me, man. How do you feel?
Oh, man, I feel great. You know, anytime you get a win, these wins are special. I'm been coaching 16 years. Every game is tough. Everybody wants to win. Everybody's prepared. Tough Wilberforce team. They came in 2-0. Really well-coached team. They played us really tough for 40 minutes. Big shout out to them. But I just like the resiliency of my team. Play hard. Finally made some shots today. Some guys played really well. But really excited. Really excited about where we are right now. Still have some stuff to clean up, but anytime you get a win, it's big.
Coach, if we want to look at it, you came out and you punched him in the mouth. You were up 24. You punched him in the mouth. Yeah. And let's face it, the game was pretty much won there because once you punched it out to double figures, they never got it under the rest of the game.
Yeah. I mean that's the firepower we have. Really good team. When we play defense and we play fast and we're making shots early, I mean we compete with anybody in the country. We've seen that on Monday with Cumberland's. Taking bad shots. As long as we cut down these bad shots, we're good. I think we got caught up shooting some bad shots that kind of got the back in the game. But when we're running our stuff, playing in flow, we're really, really good.
You were able just to keep them at arm's length the whole time. Punched it out a few times. They could get to within 10. They just could not cross over. And that talk about the resiliency of your team. Yeah. That's the resiliency of your team. They bent, but they didn't break.
Right. Resilient team. We had some guys that played really, really well today. Jerrion Mayo, I think he played a spectacular game on the defensive end and on the offensive end.
Yeah, he did.
Amadou Aw. I think
he came up big.
He's just when he plays like that. We are very, very good. He's hitting the 3-ball, playing defense, rebounding. When he plays like that, we're very tough. And Jason Steele, All-American caliber type of player. When he's playing like that, we're really, really tough. So our guys, I'm just excited how we play that.
5 players in double figures, Coach.
Yeah. That was big time.
And now you just got to keep Keontae from out of foul trouble.
Yeah. We got to get him to stop reaching.
Because he picks up 2 quick ones early on.
We talk to him every day about reaching. He just Keontae sometimes, but we love him. He had a really good game. I thought he got some ticky-tack fouls. Again, us fouling is just hurting us a lot. I think if we can stop fouling, I think we'll really compete at a high level.
It was a physical game.
Very physical game. Wilberforce. That's how they play. Physical.
And they didn't call as many fouls as they could have.
Hey man, I don't go there. I do not go there.
I wasn't trying to lead you.
I don't go there. I just play the game. I tell our guys we play through contact. You win another game. How much you win? About close to 20. This is a little tough. The fouls don't really matter when you're up that much, but when it's a closer game, we gotta tune in and be a little bit better.
Yeah, Coach. Well, you got another media obligation. I'm gonna let you go to that, but congratulations.
Appreciate you. We got a big one next week.
Yeah, you got Wesleyan. Yeah, schedule maker's not nice to you.
I know, it's all right.
But it's a challenge.
It's a challenge.
Coach, thank you for your time. We'll see you when you're back here in a couple weeks.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
that is going to wrap it up from us tonight from the cave.
Of course.
Again, Bears take this one 85-72 to move to 2-1 on the season. Any final thoughts, James? James got his headset off.
Say that again.
Any final thoughts, sir?
Oh no, it was a good win. I'm excited for the next one, Indiana Wesleyan.
Yep.
I'll actually be there in person watching it. I'm from Indianapolis, so Marion is about 45 minutes from where I'm from. I'm looking forward to that one to see how it goes.
Good deal. Anna?
Go Bears and pause up.
All righty. Again, women in the action next Wednesday here home. You'll be 11 a.m. We'll be on with Coach Burrows at 10:45. That's our next action. But thank you for tuning in, everyone. Good evening.